Hey, my name's David. I'm the preparedness therapist. Welcome to this video. We're going to talk about personal security during a Dark Ages situation. Now, let me say that this is an Udemy course and that I would encourage you to go to Udemy because you're going to have not only the videos in order, some of the top prepper things that we generally forget about, but you're also going to have some printed resources as well. Not required because you can get the same information here in video form, but something good and handy for reference. So let's talk about some of the prepper items that individuals don't think much about or don't have a lot of training in and aren't very prepared for during Dark Ages situation. One of those is personal security. We all know as preppers that security is going to be of paramount importance to us. Nevertheless, knowing this and doing something about it are two different things. And so I want to address three things in particular. Number one, firearms. A lot of people talk about firearms. I've got firearms. There are many websites that talk about firearms in a grid down situation and preparing right now for that. But I want to say this about firearms. I'm not anti-firearm at all. What I am is anti-relying solely on firearms. Because unless you're a reloader, you're going to run out of ammunition at some point. Whether that ammunition goes bad on you or whether it depletes, you're not going to have that. And firearms are going to be then just an object to throw. So firearms, it's important to have that training. I think it's good and healthy. But one of the things that I would discourage is relying solely on that. Number two is home security. We often think about home security, but we don't really do a lot to prepare for it. Is your house set up so that vehicles can't get to the home? Sometimes people put fences up, and that's well and good as far as it goes, but what about berms and fences together? Home security in a grid down situation is really going to be critical. You want to have some black plastic in the home so that you can cover the windows at nighttime so that people don't know that you're there. You want to be able to make the home look like it's not appealing for them to come to. There's a lot more to home security than what we can even touch on in this video, but I would encourage you to go to some of those links and consider and look at, set goals for doing something about home security. And number three is your personal defense. We're going to have to be able to use regular everyday tools or items that we get. And I think martial arts are a good starting point for that. But martial arts are not the best thing for a grid down Dark Ages situation. Having said that, I'm a black belt and I feel that that is important to train in. And so I offer a training to get you to the black belt in Weiche-Ryu. It's a Japanese Okinawan karate. But then to go to level 2 and 3 to get your second and third degrees and higher black belt, we train mostly in prepper self-defense, which is quite a bit different than the standard martial art, let's compete in tournaments self-defense. One of the things that is important with self-defense during a grid down situation is your mindset. That's probably the most important thing. And something you should figure out right now, what links are you willing to go to protect yourself or your family or the resources that you've collected or the resources that you have? How are you going to keep marauders out of it? What links are you going to go to resupply yourself with resources, whether it's water or food, shelter or medication? Those are things for you to consider right now. Most people, I contend, are going to die in a grid down situation because their mindset is not one to continue on. Their mindset is not one to say, I'm going to do whatever it takes to survive. And when you think about that, it's really not a selfish motive. It's really, if you're not here, then who's going to take care of the folks that you take care of? Think about them when you consider self-defense. and consider that you want to learn how to care for yourself, and not just the moves, but the mindset that you will do whatever it takes to protect yourself. Because by protecting yourself, you're protecting many other people and resources. If you're one of the good guys, you want to keep the bad guys away. There's nothing selfish about that. So the third one is self-defense, and right along with that, and I would say number 4, but really it's overarching in all those, is the mindset. Thanks for watching.